Sun is shining and it still looks dark on this camera. I don't know. I don't know what it's all about. Maybe I need a little more light, I don't know. But yeah, just make do with it. Because I'm really tired today. Like exhausted. I feel like I look how I feel today. I've got all my Hourglass products out. And ready to go. So I will just give you guys a few minutes to get on in here. Get settled. I was thinking Nala messed it up, but no, it's just this feels good. Solomon's on his way to pick Nala up, I think. So hopefully he'll be here in a few minutes. Oh, I left my food. I left my food in the microwave. Let me look at my food. I am starving. Starving. I will be right back. I'm trying not to moon you guys because this is a cropped robe. Thank you for escorting me back to the room, Nala. I appreciate it. My little escort. My little security guard. Just a little chicken and stewed chicken with Spanish rice. Oh my gosh, so delicious. Yummy. So I think I'm going to give it another 2 minutes because I am a few minutes late starting the live. So I'm just going to give a few more minutes for everybody to get in here. I'm very excited about today's video. Hello. Welcome, Cindy. Yeah, I'm very excited about today's video. Hourglass is one of my favorite brands. And I was, like, as I thought about it, I was surprised. Like, I'm like, I almost have an entire face. Oh my gosh. So, I do. And I really like it. And it's really, really nice. I also cleaned all of my brushes. So, I'll bring them down as a matter of fact because I don't want to reach for them too much as we're working on our faces here. Hi, Lori. That is Nala's game in the background, if you hear that music playing. All right, I think we're ready to begin. So, hello, Amanda. welcome you to our Get Ready With Me, our live Get Ready With Me, where I am going to be primarily, oh, perfect. I'm primarily focusing on Hourglass today. I have primer, foundation, concealer, I have some lip products, some eye products, and the mascara. So the majority of my face will be Hourglass. I don't have like, I don't use the ambient lighting powders because I like a little more impact in my highlight. I've tried them. I've tried their blushes, and there's that. So I like a little more impact, that sophisticated subtleness. I guess I'm not sophisticated enough. But I live for the scattered light. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the concealer, the lip gloss, all that good stuff. So let's just get started. I already got my skincare on. Please do 2 little favors for me. 2 itty bitty favors. If you're not yet subscribed, please do. And if you could, real quick, just like this video because it's going to be a good one. Yes, their brushes are fantastic. As a matter of fact, thank you for saying so. Because we got to bring her out to do some work. Okay, so first things first. Hourglass Vanish Mineral Veil. I'm sorry. Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I have been using this for 2 years. And it is just so nice. Ever since I first used it, and I think I bought like the travel size one, and I was like, oh, because it is for all skin types. It's not too much of one thing or another. It just provides a really nice canvas for your makeup, and it does a little bit of oil control. It's just a nice, in my opinion, a very nice universal primer. I use about 1.5 pumps because I like to really massage it in. And I go all over my face with it. And even though there is like a tiny bit of a cast when you finish putting it on, that does not show up or affect your foundation at all. So I just put it all the way up in there, even right there on my eyes. And there we are. And then for the foundation, I'm using the Vanish Seamless Liquid Foundation in the shade Sable. Here's my shade here. Yes. Come on, screen. Come on, screen. Mommy. It's not cooperating with me. Sable, just trust me. But there's the shade. And it looks lighter in the, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to match, to be honest, in the bottle, but it does. I wear it all the time. And I used to have the brush that came out with the Vanish Stick Foundation, but it has since kind of gone astray. So I am going to use a diffusing brush. This one here from Sephora Pro. It is the number 94 Core Diffuser. What, baby? If you don't want it, then turn it off. Okay. No. Don't take your shoes off, please. It is moderate in terms of viscosity. I don't think it's thick. I just put one pump on one side of my face, one pump on the other. And it blends very nicely. I don't really find it to be that thick. Oh.
Mommy.
Did I just spill that? I don't know what just happened, but.
No. Mommy.
Yes, sweetheart.
No.
No what? What no? You gotta leave your shoes on, baby. You're about to go out. So yeah, I don't find it to be incredibly thick. I feel like it's, you know, just okay. I would definitely say the concealer is thicker. A lot thicker. Hey Patrice, welcome, welcome. So as you can see, it's definitely a really good match. I prefer this one to Chestnut in the liquid form, and anything lighter. It just was the best one for me. Because I am considered a warm neutral, so hard to match. But this one does a really good job.
Is that a doggy?
It is. This one is super full coverage. Yep, that was a doggy. Yes, it was, honey.
Is that a doggy?
The doggy's awake now. She was looking for him a couple hours ago.
Doggy, wake.
Yeah.
Die. What's it?
What's this? Eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, Papa.
Oh, no. Oi. Hag it. Oi, it.
Now just touch on my lids last. Oh, okay. That's amazing, because I'm actually almond in the stick. Nala, please now. Here. Here's a brush for you, okay? Just one brush. Thank you. I like the liquid better than the stick. I find that the stick doesn't set. At least on me. I can get away with not setting the liquid. And I very often don't. So there you go. That's what... Hey. What's going on? What happened? What happened, honey?
Brush.
Yes, brush. You gonna help me pick them up?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. They all fell out of the cup. Come on. Honey, thank you. Thank you for your help. Where did I get this from? Okay, is that it?
Done.
All done? Here. Thank you, sweetie. Let's just bring this over here. And here's Daddy.
Daddy. Huggy.
Love you.
Yeah, I'm just doing this for the heck of it at this point. Everything's ready. Her pacifier's in that side pocket. And, you know, I put an extra, brand new pack of wipes. Yeah, this looks really good. So next is concealer.
Stop.
And I have 2 shades.
Come.
Oh, time
Come
to go
on,
bye-bye.
Joe.
Come on, baby. Time to go bye-bye. Time to go bye-bye. Go on with Daddy, okay? Put your coat on. Put your coat on. Right. No. No, baby, I'm not coming. You want to take your tablet? And carry it out for Daddy? Jacket. Coat. I'll clean that up, honey. Clean it up. I'm just gonna, we'll get back to it in a second. So, okay.
Mommy,
Yes.
yours.
I'm gonna leave that here.
Out.
No. You're gonna go see BB.
Yes.
Actually, I should have said that. I don't think she's at work today. All right, so I have 2 shades in the concealer. Bye-bye, honey buns.
Bye-bye.
Love you. So I have 2 shades. I have umber and I have maple. They can't see you. You want to give kisses? They gotta see you. Blow kiss. There you go. She loves you.
Bye.
Good girl. Let me just touch that up real quick. It's so funny. By the end of the day, that's what she's doing. She's like grabbing my whole face and going, "Mwah, mwah, mwah." And I'm like, okay, I'm done with the day, so go for it. I'll see you later. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So, as I was saying, sorry about that. I have umber and I have maple, and I originally purchased umber by itself because I don't like a ton of brightening, and I can get away with like adding powder to further brighten my concealer to my liking. But I did find that having maple allowed me to get a little bit more coverage and brightness right here. And then for my foundations that are just a little bit darker, like for example, Born This Way, is a little bit deeper than the rest of my shades. So I can use maple by itself to achieve the brightness that I want. So I like both. I like this one for more everyday brightness, just a little bit of dimension. And then this one helps to further brighten, and it has like golden undertones to it. So I like both of these. Feel free to just get one. Not everybody, you really don't need both, but I made a return and I had the little extra cash, so I went ahead and did it. So yeah, I really like these. They're very creamy. The finish is beautiful, very similar to the foundation. I do set it because I have fine lines under my eyes. And I think that maple is fine, just judging by your profile photo. I think maple would be just fine. My nose is itching. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to go in with umber first. And I'm going to use one of my eye brushes. I like to use like just a dense eye brush to pounce it around and get the coverage that I want. I'm just looking around to see which one I want to use. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to use this brush here. It's an airbrush detailer. I don't really care which one it is, as long as it's big, round, and can spread the product. So here we are. Love the applicator. It's just a soft spade is what I would call that. Nice and flat right there. And a little goes a very long way. Very. Like how they tell you to just put a few dots. You can. If you don't have any problems under your eyes, you can absolutely do that. I like to bring my highlight down a little further, so I give myself about this much right here. And then again on that side. That's what I like to start with. And then, you know, add it in all the usual places. And as you can see, you guys, this is very close to my foundation, how it looks when it first goes on. So this color is very subtle highlight for me. But this is what I like to use every day. And then I meticulously go in and just pounce it around. And I avoid the inner eye corner until the very last second because I don't want a lot of product there. And this is full coverage, so I don't need a lot of product. And I go under my lip with it. As a matter of fact, let me just put a touch more under my lip. Like that. Yeah, this isn't a product that needs a whole lot in order to create the impact that you want. You can absolutely just go for this one if you don't like a whole lot of brightness. Yeah. So I think for you, especially since you're deeper than me just slightly, this one will be better for you than Maple. It's got like a very natural brightness. And that's why I'm glad I picked this one first, because I don't need Maple. Like I keep saying, I don't actually need it. I can just use this with some banana powder and that'll be enough brightness. You know, you don't have to do Maple. But if you are lighter than me, you know, or more golden than I am, even if you're like my same skin tone, you're just more golden than I am, then the Maple would work out better for you. And what I think people are having difficulty with this concealer, you like bright. Okay, yep, that works. That works to go brighter because that's like what your preference is. Yeah, that will work. Exactly. And so I think what I was going to say about like people having a hard time choosing their shade in this is because it has built-in correctors. So what you're seeing isn't how it blends out. You really do have to try this because initially that looks really orange, don't it? It looks really orange, but when I blend it out, it corrects and provides the brightness that I want. Same thing with the Maple, which you'll see in a minute. I'll put it on just for the sake of, you know, the video, that it looks very golden, almost too golden initially. Like, ooh, that's kind of light. But then when you spread it out and it blends in with the umber, it's a really nice combination. I think of it like how I get when I used to constantly purchase NARS Radiant Creamy. I would buy Almond and Caramel and mix them together. And use Almond on the days where I didn't really, you know, want to do too much. And Caramel on them days where I was going real glam with it, you know. Yeah, I don't think we are too far off. I really don't. A lot of people who watch me are very similar to my shade because we're always trying to find our shade twin out in these beauty streets, you know, YouTube beauty streets. And so most of us are super close in range. You might be like one shade up in a foundation than me based on undertone or something like that. But generally, a lot of people are my shade twins who follow me. So yeah, you see that blend? Come on through now. Very nice. And you know, I'm using a smaller brush. You can absolutely use a beauty blender. You can use your hands if you don't do a whole bunch. But let me just move you into the natural light a little bit so we can see what's going on. Isn't that a nice, natural, everyday brightness? It doesn't even look like I have concealer on it. It just looks like natural dimension. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yes, this is Umber. It's right next to Maple. It's the shade right next to Maple. I got y'all all crooked. I'm sorry. Trying to balance myself again. So yeah, Now I'm going to just take a touch of maple and show you guys what I like to do in the inner corners on most days. So again, here we are. And I literally will just put a dot. Just a dot on that inner corner. I'm going to use the same brush. I love it. I use it all the time. Hourglass is, for me, like in my opinion, ever since I started using Hourglass, I initially used their matte foundation. That is the most matte foundation I've ever used in my life, but it also gives you this gorgeous, like velvety matte appearance. And it's stunning. They've reformulated it and repackaged it. It's the same, or not reformulated, I'm sorry. They repackaged it in like a squeeze tube, and I think that's great because then you get more out of it. That one was really nice before they introduced the Vanish line. But yeah, you see that? Like I just did the brightening. I just took it in like a C shape right there. And it's not, it does start out looking very golden, but then when you start to blend it out, it literally just blends right in seamlessly, as they say. And you just, I think the stippling, it works best for me. It's like pounce and stipple technique to get it on there and blend it in. And again, I just want to show you guys, just brightens it up just a taste. Still very natural. And that's the only place where I put it, because the powders can do the rest of what I want. I'm going to make sure that what I'm going to do is take just a touch of my Fenty powder, and this is how I'm going to set. And again, same brush, and I'm going to take my honey powder. I get the travel size one because I just use it around my eyes. And I'm going to pounce that around to set everything. And it's just a very light dusting. You do not need a lot. Hey, Vanna. Welcome, sis. So yeah, we have so far done primer, foundation, and concealer. We're just setting. Everything is Hourglass. Now you see that? It's like, you know, it gives me just enough. I feel like amen to her providing so many of those shades in travel size, because she has the cashew in travel size as well. And had I known that early on, I wouldn't have bought the big one. But cashew is my all over face shade, so I'm not too mad at it, you know. So there, that's all I need for powder. Exactly, and you could buy more. So I bought banana for like extra brightening. And then I bought honey for my natural brightening. And then I bought cashew, the large cashew, for all over my face. I go straight to her website. I don't even bother with, I go straight to her website. I do not bother with Sephora because she has Afterpay. That's my good sis right there. I'm just going to powder around my nose a little bit. I love it. And there you go. I don't even bother to powder the rest, because it sets down nicely. The concealer itself sets down very nicely. So let's get into eyes, because this is my favorite part. I really love the scattered light line. I don't know if you guys have checked that out, but the scattered light collection are these glitter eyeshadows, potted glitter eyeshadows. And they have a protective cover here. And this one is Smoke. I believe this is the first one I purchased, Smoke. It's a beautiful taupe. And I'm going to swatch it for you. It does not take very much. You get maximum impact. It's smooth as heck. It's beautifully smooth. It's a glitter eyeshadow, but there is no fallout. None. This is the kind of thing, this is everyday wearable. Yeah. I would do the hyaluronic powder, I believe, from Jouer. I think I did recommend that to you, Vanna. That would be good for you, the hyaluronic powder, because it's meant to add moisture. Either that or the Becca one. So this is just something, and it absolutely, when it says scattered light, I want to try to get that in the light for you guys so you can really see. Like, this is the, hey Keisha, it's the Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in Smoke from Hourglass. I'm going to show you guys all the shades that I have. So I have that one. And then I said, ooh, let me go back because I want another one. So I got Reflect. It was sold out at the time. But as soon as it came back in stock, I got it because this baby is rose gold, y'all. Ooh, honey, rose gold. This one is a little jacked because I dropped it. But this is rose gold right here. I'm going to place it right underneath. Boom. They're $30. So that's rose gold. Here we are. Oh, it's so pretty. It's the most beautiful soft pink. Make sure I'm using the right finger here. Yeah. So we've got Smoke on, Smoke right here, and then Reflect. Boom. And I'm going to wipe my fingers off so that we can take a look at the trio. I got the holiday trio as well, which that was a steal. If you were able to get that, yay, because it was 3 that were just slightly smaller than the original size. Yes. You can really see the shimmer. It's so sophisticated. These are silky smooth when you put them on. You do not feel the glitter at all. And the way, like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's sheen and sparkle, which I like. So I got the trio, the holiday trio, for $65. And as I mentioned to you guys, these full-size ones are $30. And then the holiday one is only slightly smaller. It's only slightly smaller, and it's not even a significant amount. So I got 3 in that for $65. I got Molten, Foil, and Ray, and I'm going to show you all 3. This one was like, I could not pass this up. Insane. So this is Molten, which was the newest color. This was the new color for the holidays right here. This beautiful cranberry. There we are. Look at that. Has gold glitter in it with that cranberry. It is. It was sold out. This one was, the Smoke was the only one left. But yeah, this is gorgeous. This looks really great with the Pat McGrath quad in the red holiday packaging. This color looks bomb. And this is only available in the holiday trio, this Molten shade. Next up are 2 that you can purchase in the full size. And the first one is going to be Foil. You don't have to buy the holiday trio for this. You can just, grab it. This is a gorgeous kind of like bronzy gold. It might be, if you check out, it might be. I don't know. I don't know for sure. See, that's like a nice bronzy gold or like a antique gold. Very, very pretty. Love that one. And these, like, what really drew me to them when I swatched them is that it takes absolutely no effort to pick it up with your finger. It takes no effort. It doesn't fall out. And you just literally swipe over your lid and you've just got the most gorgeous, it's just stunning. It's effortless, Last one is Ray. And Ray to me is like a champagne, like a pink champagne. And here it is, like a softer pink. That one kind of fades in a little bit, very close to my skin tone. But there you go. It's like a softer pink champagne versus the rose gold that has more like metallicness. I'm going to try to find it for you. I left my laptop open for that exact reason, because they have to have this available somewhere. Agreed. Those Marc Jacobs sequins are absolutely amazing. For those, I feel like that's you absolutely have to be doing something formal or going out or something like that. They are so intense and very, very glittery. Let's check out, let's see. Hourglass. Scattered Light. Trio. Oh, what happened, Keisha? What's your solution? Oh, stop playing. It's $46. The trio is $46, not $65. My God. And it's on the Hourglass website right now. Yep, add to cart. It's still available, this trio. Please get her. They have Afterpay. Now, what did Mel do? Yeah, 46 for all three of these is literally like getting 2 free. You may like 1.5. You get 1.5 free. And if you love that molten shade, this is the only way to get it. So yeah, I keep looking at myself in the mirror because finish on this is really bananas. If you don't set it with powder, you still have a little bit of like natural finish, you know? Oh, they are? Wow. Wow. So really it just comes down to how close the shade matches for you then. That's what it sounds like to me. Try them both out, see how you feel. So you really, I would probably choose one over the other if that's the case. Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah. All of these companies have parent companies. So, and Estee Lauder owns a lot of brands. This is so good. This stewed chicken. I could eat this with a spoon, honey, the way it falls off the bone. So, yeah. Which one would you like me to use? Should I use like 2? Because I'm thinking maybe Reflect and Molten. Yeah. I'm thinking Reflect and Molten, but you guys tell me what you want me to do. I can do a little ray in the inner corner. We'll try to use as many as possible. I can use the trio. You know what? I am staying indoors. I have no intentions of going anywhere. But, you know, I don't want to mess myself up if I do end up going out. Let me, because I did not set my lids like I was supposed to. So let me judge myself there. And set my crease with powder before I go in here. 2 looks. All right. And I'm just going to take a little taste of powder and set my lids because, boy, that's looking a fright. I almost screw everything up. Okay. Good to go, darling. So let's do a transition shade just to give ourselves some dimension. Burnish and Vivid. Yeah. I did see, I walked by the Hourglass counter yesterday while I was in Sephora with my friend. Yes, right? Oh my gosh, Lori. I almost cried. I'm not like, when it showed up on the screen, I was like, ah. Yeah, I need them. Yeah. And now that I see that the Hourglass website has Afterpay, I'm actually just go ahead and grab them today. Why not? All right. Speaking of decadence, let's go ahead and jump in there for a transition shade. It can still be like shimmery. Why not? Because I feel like if I'm going to use Molten, that there's a shade in here that would go really nicely with it. And I'm going to show you guys what I meant by, you know what? I'm going to use Decadence, but not quite yet. I want to show you guys the look that I put together when I first got these. And I had the Pat McGrath Holiday palettes. Do you guys have the quads? Because this one, with that Molten shade, baby. Let's get into her. Because this is just freaking amazing. This is the first one I got. This one's just bonkers, okay? So I'm going to use this little, you know, brown shade as the transition. And do I feel like grabbing another brush? Maybe I'll do something. I don't know. Let me grab another brush. Yeah, let me do this one here. It's a little bit slimmer than that other one I was using. Even though they're the same price, Keisha? That Divine Rose is coming back. I feel it in my soul. You're missing out, Keisha, because they perform really nicely. I mean, at least from my experience, I really enjoy them. Well, I would say the only one that's actually glittery is this one here. Ooh, okay. I only got 3 because I didn't like the color of the 4th one. Well, they're more metallic, right? Mostly metallic and matte. This side, I have like a little weird patch on my lid that tends to catch, or not catch, I should say, pigment. So I tend to have to pounce right about there to get the color to stay. I have 2 6 pans. Yes, Molten is the cranberry shade. I would call it a cranberry. No, Patrice, you don't have to. That's the great thing about the formula is you do not have to use any mixing medium, no glitter glue, nothing. It just stays. Yeah, I would agree. The holiday quad packaging. I think if she changed the 6 pans to the mothership packaging, that would be better. Now, that might drive the price up a little bit, but I would still get them. I mean, shit. You know what you want to do, Patrice? Don't set your lids. Go in right after you add your concealer, right after it's fully blended, then go in and put your glitters on. That way you don't get the fallout, because then it'll have something to stick to. I am able to, if I want to do my eyes first, I don't put anything on them because my lids are oily. Yes, it is. And it's on the way. It'll be here in a couple days. Y'all better get her. I put the link in our community tab. And I didn't even use the damn Afterpay. I said $32. Let me just buy this. Let me just get it. Okay, so now we have a nice transition shade, a little dimension. And now we can go in with the scattered light. So I'm going to start with Molten. Yeah, I'm going to start with Molten. Hands are clean. Yep, all the colors off. Protective cap. Never throw these out, you guys, for these, because it's very important. Boom. Okay. It's going to be our, look at that. Bow. Now, you can obviously up the intensity as much as you want, but I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing like a really pretty, you know, very close to my eye color even. I mean, skin color, but giving myself like that cranberry hue. Super duper pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. And you see how I can just wipe back and forth. Nothing comes off. No fallout. It's just smooth as can be. And these I tried before getting into Pat McGrath eyeshadows. And I was just like, whoa. So that's doable. You know, you can actually do that. Cool. So we'll turn up the intensity per the request of my JBays. There we go. Add another layer. I'm not going to take it all the way on the inner corner because I am going to put the other color there. Okay, boom. And then we're going to take, I'm going to use all 3 shades from the trio because I want you guys to see like just how dope these are. Ray is the lightest shade, so I'm going to save that for the inner corner. Let me do it right now, in fact. Then I'm going to take Ray on my pinky. And I'm going to intentionally put it on the upper and lower inner corner. At the same time, you see? Right there and right there. Give you guys a better angle. I thought they do have Ray. I thought Ray was an individual because they said only one shade was, were you referring to Molten or Ray? Wow. Yep, got just enough on that lower. Okay, yeah, okay, I get you then. Now, I will say this. Because of the price, I feel like it would still be worth it to purchase it. Just depending on how you feel, because it's only $15 more than a regular one. And since it is a limited edition color, an exclusive color, I can almost justify picking it up, even if you just want the Molten. And so last, we'll take foil and we'll just kind of give ourselves a little extra dimension. Actually, no, we won't. You know what I'll do instead? I'm going to use a brush to kind of give myself a little more cranberry on the lower. I'm going to use the same palette, and I'm going to use the cranberry shade, and I'm going to put it down here, and then I'm going to put foil on top. I think that would be fly. Let's try that out. I'm going to use this one here. This flat shader brush. I believe it's a flat shader, right? Cream shadow brush. It's just got enough thickness for me to do what I need to do. So we're just going to take this cranberry shade on the lower lash line. Okay. And obviously my fingers are too damn fat for me to try to put that on my lower lash line with my fingers. So we are going to just wipe this off and go in. So I'm going to go in with foil, and I'm just going to grace the entire lower lash line. See that on top of the cranberry is really gorgeous. And it just deposits that gold so nicely on top. And I'm just blown there's no fallout. None. So we've got like so much like beautiful dimension. I'm noticing that I did kind of like add a little extra on this eye versus this eye. So I'm going to add a touch more of Ray in the inner corner on this eye. And then I think we're good. But that's like a very pretty shimmery eye look. And I love it. There we go. So that's the trio, y'all. That's the trio. So now I'm just gonna put a little liner on, and then we're gonna move on to lashes and such. Nala's with Daddy. She was here though. She made her mark. She definitely left her mark. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of contour. I'm eating stewed chicken with Spanish rice. And it is fantastic. Oh. Oh, just on my bite. Good grief, this is so good. Okay. Hey, Chai. What up, girl? So, I have two lip options. I just want to show y'all real quick. I have the, I forgot what these are called. The Girl lip crayons in a shade Achiever. There's that color. Very creamy. Nice pigmentation, not overly pigmented. You can build it up. And then I have a lip gloss in the shade, the Unreal Lip Gloss in the shade Strike. And these have a little bit of like a minty plumping effect. So those are the two shades I have. You like Strike? And these are both still available for purchase. The entire Girl lip line is still available. So we're wanting the gloss. Okay, so we'll do the gloss. Okay. So as soon as we get to lips, we'll do that. But for now, I'm gonna grab some liner and finish off my eyes and then do my brows. And then we'll get into like just adding some structure to the face, and then we'll finish off the lip. I'm not gonna do lashes because I want you guys to see the mascara. So on the lower lash line, I want to use Blitz Brown. I want to keep it like still kind of light. Just trying to find it in this little mix here. Here we go. Blitz Brown is from Pat McGrath. Pretty much all the liners I use these days are from her. I use, let me think. Right now I'm really loving the Fenty bronzers. I use both Cocoa Naughty and Mocha Mommy. I use Mocha Mommy more often because Cocoa Naughty requires a lot of layering. And yeah, these are just some of the best gel liners. Good grief. The best. I feel like she could, you know, save us a couple dollars by not including a pencil with every single one of them. I mean, a sharpener. If we could just get the sharpener separately for a small fee, that would be really cool. Because I have way too many of these sharpeners, okay? Like, this is a lot. This is a whole lot. I would really rather just have like one or two. And then just get my pencils for maybe $20 instead of $28. Just a thought, Auntie Pat, you know. I ain't nobody. You don't have to listen to me. All right. So let me curl my lashes. Vesca. Okay. All right, cool. I do want to try Prime as well because I see they have a really great range. I got really obsessed with those liners. I think the only ones I don't have are like her nude ones. So now we're going to bust into like my literal favorite. This is the girl. Okay. This is the girl. This is the girl. I love Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. Insane. Like, I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed with the brush. I'm obsessed with like the volumizing but still separating the lashes. I just really like this one. And it's waterproof without claiming to be waterproof. So we're just going to throw some on. I feel like the most you can do in terms of coats is 2. This looks so pretty up close, this eyeshadow. It's Hourglass. Hourglass Extreme Caution, or Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. The tube is heavy too. It feels like you're holding gold. I like to graze the top of my lash as well. I'll give myself another little dip in. And you can get this in a travel size. They have the travel size, so you don't have to, you know, spend the $32 up front. You can try it out. I've heard some people say they prefer the travel size because then it doesn't dry out. I do like Pat's mascara, but I can't wear it on my lower lash line. I did love that mascara when I used it initially. But Pat's, I love for my upper lashes, but I cannot use it on my lower because it bleeds. Now, let me go ahead and give you guys the comparison. I have one good coat on the upper lash line, just to show you the difference between one eye and the other. We're going to, again, lean you into the natural light so you can see. just gives you a really, like, it just lets your lashes show up, you know? And imagine if you have long eyelashes. Whew, you won't even need any freaking falsies. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. I like Maybelline from drugstore. Maybelline mascaras. And you know how sometimes mascara is really wet when you first buy it? I didn't have that problem with this. It wasn't thick, but it was already at the just right consistency when I opened the tube. Benefit used to be my favorite mascara as well from Sephora. And then I went into Marc Jacobs and I really liked that one. And then I tried this one just because I thought the packaging was cute. And I was like, wow, this is really great. And it allows also, because the formula is thick and it dries like really quickly, you can, you rest your lashes on this really easy too. Like if you want to use falsies. Yeah, I won't be repurchasing Born This Way. Because I saw that Foolish Mint. It just happened recently. And that was the last straw for me. And I only got the Born This Way because it was formulated by Jackie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The when Nikki came out as trans, the owner's sister was really like disgusting about it. And he claims she no longer works there, but you know, both y'all asses is problematic. So she's definitely a reflection of your brand. Everybody knows she was employed with you. Yeah, that Rich Lives Matter shit. Mm. Now he like, bruh, what? That like really pissed me off. And according to Jackie, she talked to him in private about it, but I would do my very best to distance myself if I were her. Exactly. That was not cute to me. And I think I had already purchased a foundation by then. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just run out of it and I'll be done. Because that's honestly the only thing from Too Faced I have. And it's a, excuse me, it's a cute formula or whatever, but I ain't gonna die if I don't have it. That's a damn sure. In my opinion, that's worse than the Marc Jacobs thing. At least his ass was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that was dumb. I shouldn't have said that. I can't go with him. Gerard or whatever the hell his name is. I mean, it's nice. It is very nice. I'm not even going to take nothing away from the formula. It's a nice formula. But I have a lot of nice foundations. So I won't lose any sleep. And like I said, I only got it because it's one of the shades that Jackie curated. So I was already only in there because of a black woman. So I just can't. I can't give them anything else. So I am going to use this. You know what? I think it's either Maybelline or L'Oreal has a dupe for their mascara. If you're talking about that Better Than Sex, they got a dupe for it. So I'm using my favorite contour of existence, Natasha Denona's Contour Sculpting Powder in the shade Deep 5. And I'm just going to give myself a little structure with my number 72 from Sephora. Yeah, I really like this brush because of the shape, especially. You can get around your curved areas. Oh, I will. I definitely will. Tax season's coming up, and I fully intend to get an entire set. So then, especially on the jawline, I really like this because you sweep and you can create structure with this part. The skinnier part, you can create structure. You can go down your nose, whatever. And then with this side here, you can blend it out. Yeah, this is a 72 from Sephora. And I'm definitely going to use Kelsey Brianna J's code to get $100 off. Was it Refer brushes, I think? I think it was Refer. So yeah, I've got the structure that I want around my face. And then for my nose, I'm going to go right back into this brush right here and do a boop, just like that. Tap off the excess because this stuff is potent. And then I'm just going to hit these corners right here. Yeah. I actually saw 72 from Lori. There we go. Just to create enough shadow. This stuff is potent. Potent. And it's just the one color that you need. You get a ton of product in here. You get 10 grams, 0.35 ounces, honey. See, that's cruel. You shouldn't have told me that. Why did you do that to me? Because now I'm going to try to find a way to make that. I'm paying for my baby's, my husband and I are paying for my baby's party. She's turning 2 next Sunday. So I'm just going to have to fall back on the makeup purchases. The last makeup purchase I made was that Pat McGrath 50% off. And hello, Asha. Everything. It is. Yes, we're definitely focusing on tools in 2020. Definitely. We've been doing a whole bunch of Hourglass today, Asha. Let me grab something for my nose. My nose is running. I think the only other thing I need to do before we finish with the lips is put these brows on. Because I don't feel like I need blush. I don't feel like I need blush. And I don't want to use a highlighter either. I have so much sparkle in my eyes. Should I use a highlighter? I should use blush and a highlighter because we need to play with her. So what I'm going to do is take this beautiful little ditty right here, Les Monochromatiques palette from, I think this is Lancome. It has some baked shadows in here that can double as blushes and highlighters. So I'm going to take, I'm I'm going to take this shade, which I really like to use for blush, and I think that's what's on here. And I'm just going to dab around. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That's a good idea. And then I'm going to use this side here. I think I'll use this shade right here as highlight. And whatever is left on my chin. I don't like to do an excessive amount of highlight. I feel like when my natural oils start to peek through, it enhances the highlight. And if you have texture, it's a good idea not to go overboard either. I want to try her little mystery bag that she has, because she has them for dark skin and light to medium as well. All right, you guys. So that brings us to the lips. Oh, wow. That's amazing. So I am going to take, let me see. I'm going to take Manhattan. Yeah. Manhattan liner, which is like a reddish brown. Kind of shush that right there. There we go. Okay. So that's like a reddish brown. I feel like it'll give off a cranberry vibe. Yeah, I'm trying to be extremely picky about palettes. I want to use everything that I have, you know? And then per the request of you ladies, the lip liner is called Manhattan. It's from Pat McGrath. It's a nice reddish brown. And then I'm just going to go over top it with the Strike lip gloss from Hourglass. Yes, Cindy. It's a Pat McGrath liner in the shade Manhattan. So there we are with the Strike lip gloss from Hourglass. I think that's a really pretty look. So didn't do my brows. I'm just going to throw some brow gel in them from ABH, Tinted Brow Gel. My brows are generally full enough for me to get away with not doing them. Well, that's great. Hallelujah. All right, you guys. Here we are. Hourglass look. What do we think? Found some products that we're interested in purchasing. Yeah, this was a good combo. And someone mentioned MAC Brick. If you already have that, perfect. Strike is a really good color. Strike, and then I think Dusk, or something that starts with a D. Let me just double check for you guys. That shade was really nice too, because we love a mauve nude, right? So, well, I'm already on the Hourglass site, so why don't I just go right on ahead and hit the old new button. So we've got concealer, we've got brushes. You know what I want to try? I want to try their lipsticks. You know those like really skinny ones that have like that kind of spiky thing and they're refillable? I want to try those. Look really interesting. And then for colors, oh, shade, here we go. Dusk, yes, deep mauve. That shade is really pretty too, and that's my next one that I'm gonna get. Yeah, this combo is super nice, and it goes really nice with the eye look because it's mostly cranberry. And then I did like a kind of a cranberry cheek as well. So very nice warm look. That sounds good. Okay, you guys, so I am going to take the time to list the products that I used from Hourglass. Yeah, I'm obsessed with mauve, and I said to myself, ooh, girl, you have so many of those. I had to like stop myself. I'm like, you have so many mauve nudes. Get yourself a different nude. And so I'm glad I did. This one's a little pinker, a little paler, you know, something different. And it goes really nicely with pretty much any liner I pair with it. It's a really good nude, this Strike. Bomb. And this shade, of course, is a mauve nude. This is Achiever, which is a mauve nude. So yeah, you guys, please get that holiday trio. I feel like that is such a great value. 46 bucks. And honestly, in my opinion, the size difference from these compared to the full size is nothing. You're not like, it's gonna take you forever to get through this. Fair enough. I mean, you can always leave it in the packaging, you know, until you're ready for them. But at least you'll have them. Because who knows if they'll be there next year. Or at the end of the holiday season this year. But yeah, y'all, this is the look. This is it. This is everything that's going on for Hourglass. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. What do you think about, like, next Sunday? What would you like to do? Would you like to do another, like, full face of? And if so, what brand? I have a lot of Pat. I have a lot of Pat. I don't have anything but the foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't have a lot of Juvia's Place, but I do have foundation and concealer. I have eyeshadow. I have lip gloss. Let's see. What else do I have a lot of? I tend to like spread it out. Another Decadence look? That sounds good. That sounds good. Sure. Cool. That I can do. Great. Okay, so we'll focus on Pat next week, and I will be swatching during the week to see, like, you know, what kind of eye look I'll create. All right, cool. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on Sunday. All right? Bye.